Markets at the day's low 7,895. It's down about 35 odd points. In terms of levels, it's below the 7,900 level mark. But the majority of the selling has come in the last 45 minutes. Volumes are not that great, so you should not take much cue coming in from these levels. Probably you should just wait for the next couple of days, that time to pass by, and then probably get a sense as to what's happening in. NTPC absolutely flat. Tata Steel up about 1.3%. Vedanta down about 0.1%, actually absolutely flat. Tata Motors up 2 rupees. Power Grid down about 0.1. PNB down 2%, 117. It's probably at one of the lowest that you've seen PNB for a while. Infosys 1.5% decline, 1,087. ONGC up about 0.25%. Tata Power up about 1% or so. Z Entertainment up 2.8%. BHEL up about 0.7%. Sun Pharma down about 0.3%. Reliance down about 1%. GAIL up about 0.6%. Idea again absolutely flat, no change over there. Bharti down about 3 rupees or so. HDFC Limited flat with a positive bias. Adani Ports 261, opened at 265, but I don't think that markets would be taking a lot of cue from these moves coming in today. L&T down 0.5%, TCS down 1.3%, Ambuja Cement down about 0.25%, HUL flat with a negative bias. IndusInd Bank 1% on the higher side. Dr. Reddy's down about 0.5%, Cipla down about 0.6%, HDFC Bank down 0.3%. BPCL down 1.4%, Wipro down about 1%, M&M flat, absolutely flat as it could get. Kotak Mahindra Bank up about 2 to 3 rupees. Asian Paints down 3 rupees. Lupin down 13 rupees, close to 1%. Maruti down 1.2%. Bajaj Auto down 0.5%. Hero MotoCorp down 0.7%. Ultratech Cement down 1.2%. ACC down about 0.17%. Grasim flat with a negative bias. Bosch up 15 rupees. That's the closing bell. 0.2% decline for ACC. Markets were down 0.5%. Sensex was down 0.5%. Again, it was as flat as it could get till the start of 230 factor, and then we saw some decline coming in for the Nifty. But again, I don't think the numbers today would be particularly quite great. It will, actually be quite low, and then probably, you would see some sort of uptick if there is any coming in. But numbers overall would be low. Volumes would be very, very low today. Z Entertainment 3% higher. 428.5 was the top gainer. Tata Steel was up about 1.3%, 259. IndusInd Bank actually is the best performing private sector banking name. It's just about 10 rupees away from an all-time high. Tata Power 1% higher, 67.8, 2 million shares traded for Tata Power. Tech Mahindra up about 1%, 525 rupees for Tech Mahindra. BHEL up about 0.8, 170 rupees, but really no change for BHEL, one can say, on those lines as well. GAIL 368, really no stopping for this name, up about 0.6% for GAIL. PNB was the top loser, down close to about 2%, 117.6 for PNB. HCL Tech down about 1.83%. Infosys lost out in the second half, 1,088, 2.5 million shares. BPCL down 1.5%, was among the top losers as well. TCS, so technology essentially did particularly not that well. Some mid-cap names, Kaveri Seeds, let's just pull up that one. So it's down about 10% or so right towards close, 318. That's a big move for Kaveri Seeds. Remember, it's coming in on the back of a lot of selling that it has already seen. K Prabhakar, Head Research at IDBI Capital, is now joining us. Sir, good afternoon. Thank you so much for taking out time for us. What is your view going into 2016? Do you think markets will tend to, Indian markets that is, will tend to outperform after a year of flat close?
Good afternoon. Market, the performance was not there from the index, but if you take mid-cap, it has outperformed. Almost 50% more of the mid-cap stocks have done very good in 2015. But going forward, I think, the initial stage, the first 1 month, some selling pressure can be there, but post that, a mega rally is anticipated. We see market or Nifty hitting 9,500 by June or by Diwali next year. So I think the all-time high is possible in 2016. and this rally will be led by Reliance, the main stock, which has not performed for 8 years.
Right. So Reliance would be a buy.
Yeah, Reliance is a buy. We have a target of 1,200, and we think, based on the result, our target can be scaled up also.
Right. About the other Reliance Group company, ADAG Group, is that something also that you would bet on for better returns?
Yeah, no, Reliance Capital is an outperformer, and there are a lot of changes happening there, and there we have recommended our clients, and I think this stock is likely to outperform. Reliance Infra, we are looking at it. No, our infra analyst should come with a buy very soon. So that is one more stock we have in our radar.
As far as some of the other infra companies are concerned, so maybe a GMR Infra, maybe a Jaiprakash Associates, BHEL, anything of that sort that you like?
Yeah, we like BHEL, we like Engineers India, we like NBCC. These are our picks in infra.
Right. What would be the targets or upsides for these level in terms of percentage, if you could tell us, say, over a period of 12 to 18 months?
We are looking at 20 to 25% return in these stocks which we mentioned.
Right. And one should buy them now, or should just wait for any correction to get in?
I don't think Engineers India or NBCC we will see any major correction going forward. So I think these are good time to nibble. It is better. Except for January, I am very positive, and there are stocks in defense spaces where re-rating will happen. So that is one more space which investors should start looking at.
And what are the names that you would look into the defense space?
No, Mahindra, Bharat Forge, Tata Motors, stocks which are linked, and even BEML. BEML is our top pick in that space. Now we see 30 to 35% upside in this stock in next 1 year, 12 months to 18 months.
Right. Would Bharat Forge be a good way to play the defense space, or you think the truck issues over there will keep the stock returns quite limited?
I think for the truck, whatever negative in the trucks, it is already corrected, and I think the defense thing is not priced in. So I think there is huge potential in Bharat Forge, and Bharat Forge is a business where margins are very high, and once there is a small revival also, Bharat Forge normally becomes an outperformer. Right.
How would you look at Kaveri Seeds? What's happening over there? Right from 1,000 to about 318 now.
Yeah, SEBI has also ordered. These are issues, where corporate governance has come in, and even 2 days before we cautioned our clients that if you have Kaveri Seeds, as a short-term portfolio, you have to exit, and we will re-enter after the audit is over. So when there is a problem or when there is a doubt, I think one has to take money out of that stock and re-enter once clarity emerges.
Right. Any other mid-cap names that you like?
Yeah, we like Petronet LNG. Our oil and gas analyst has a target of 300, and technically also the stock is almost near all-time high. We expect 20-22% return in next 6 months itself. That is one stock we like. Biocon is the other stock. It has started to outperform. It was a laggard recently, but in the last 1 month, Biocon has started to outperform. Today we have come with a thematic report on plastic where we like Nilkamal, Supreme Industry, Astra Poly, and Phenolics Industries.
Right. Can you start with Biocon? What sort of upside do you expect, and what is the major triggers that you expect? Then I can look onto some other names.
See, Biocon, there are many products which are introduced. And recently, they came with hepatitis B drug or something, where the stock has started to perform. And and technically also it looks very good. A stock which has underperformed, has seen a re-rating, and Syngene is a major trigger. So I think there is 20 to 25% potential in that.
Right. How would you look at Petronet LNG? What would be the trigger over there? Again, a catch-up role would come in, and things would start to improve?
See, here it is a very tricky proportion at this point of time. We don't know how the RAS gas deal has gone through, they have indicated that now there is a negotiation and the prices will be lower. If that is the case, now we will know it only in the con call which will happen next month. So if that happens, that trigger will be immediate and within few days our targets can come. But we feel at these levels it is not worth taking the risk, and we can buy Petronet LNG, even IGL and GAIL for that matter are good buy at these levels. And if the negotiation are at very attractive prices, and I think the potential or re-rating in these stocks will happen very soon.
Right. You mentioned GAIL. So is that also a buy?
GAIL, yeah. GAIL is a buy from my side.
Right. How would you look at the aviation names?
See, aviation, already the price have run up. Jet Airways has done very well, Indigo also. So here, Indigo is one stock we like. We see another 10 to 15% potential in next 1 to 2 months. But crude is likely to stabilize around these levels, and from here on, we expect crude to build on gains. So we are expecting $45 to $50. So the gains in aviation cannot be a long thing. It should be played in the short term from here.
Right. But everybody says that gains in aviation cannot be long term. But this time around, a lot has changed in terms of pricing, in terms of margins, capex that they add, the way Indigo operates. Don't you think it deserves a little bit of more re-rating than what these names have already done so far?
Yes, another 15 to 20% is possible. But see, aviation has been a sector which has normally given negative return for a period of very long time. If you notice globally also, aviation has never given good returns. This is the first time we are seeing aviation sector perform. So always there will be an element of doubt. And government interference in this sector is very high. You take the airport charges, all of a sudden it has been dropped. And if there is going to be a rise in airport charges, then I think it is going to be negative. And crude also at these levels, sustainability is very difficult because many producing units will be closed down. So I think if you are going to take 6 months to 1 year view, crude is likely to be around $45 to $50.
Right. But talking about something like a Indigo, which in the last 5 years have done very, very well despite crude prices being volatile, despite prices increasing in terms of airport tariffs, airport charges. Do you think that's a better play versus some of the other names?
Yeah, Indigo has the operations are better in Indigo, and their synergy is also playing out well, and they have been more profitable. So we like Indigo. We have a target of 1,350 for the stock. Now I think Indigo is a better play compared to Jet Airways. SpiceJet has run up too much, and at these levels I think it is better to be in with Indigo.
Right. Sir, thank you so much for taking out time for us. Always a pleasure talking to you.